It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
59, mark, check, 59.
Now it's Edwards, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A first down carry for Barkley. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. Well, Saquon Barkley last year against Washington, he won many a fantasy league with his performance in Week 16. 189 yards rushing. That was the 3rd highest single game total in the NFL all of last season. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Evan Ingram. Touchdown.
Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
It's the score, Giants 14, Washington 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Washington 7.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Edwards. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
for the first with Edwards. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. It's 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. That's complete. Okuebuna. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a run with Edwards. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Gus Edwards, the ball.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's 3rd and 1.
Washington on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Albert Okuebuna, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Jones now throwing on first down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll let this go for the end zone.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
He's a ball carrier.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He was looking for Albert Okuebunam was the target there.
And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check, 59. Here I come. 59, Mike.
Looking to throw, Haskins.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington.
Back deep, Golden Tate. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down.
60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll run it. Jones hit, and the ball's out.
And does Washington have it? They do.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 59. 59 mark. 59 mark. Check. 59.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now Jones on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
The kick
and he puts it through.
Makes the score Giants 21. Washington 14. Graham Gano set.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
On the handoff.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Jones to throw on third down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, just like last play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run with Edwards. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Edwards. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Again, it's Edwards. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, Haskins. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now at FedEx Field, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for New York. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He was looking for Albert Okuebunam was the target there. And it's 2nd down.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 13 yards there and a Washington 1st.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
It's Edwards. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
The tackle.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Gibson, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
You ain't going nowhere. Mike, check. 59. I got you.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Gus Edwards with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
New York.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On the pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
1st down, Giants.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, New York.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Fighting Hilton on the slant.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Haskins to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they fall.
Let me explain what I